I am not here to bring shame to our country. I'm here to seek help for the women of Nigeria. Again, my name is Senator Natasha. 5 days ago, on the 6th of March 2025, I was suspended. As a senator, I was suspended illegally because I submitted a petition of sexual harassment against the President of the Nigerian Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio. I thought that by submitting the petition, he would recuse himself, and both of us will submit ourselves to the Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition for a fair and transparent investigation. But unfortunately, I was silenced and I was suspended. I was suspended for 6 months, amongst many other stringent conditions, such as taking away my security, taking away all the officials, vehicles, and other items that were handed over to me as a senator. My salaries will be cut off. I must not appear anywhere near the National Assembly. And for 6 months, I'm not to introduce myself or present myself as a senator locally in Nigeria or internationally. That means I'm here illegally. But I had no other place to go but to come here and speak to you women. Because this is a bigger picture. This is a bigger picture. It depicts the crisis of women political representation. My suspension is not just about me. It's about the systemic exclusion of women from political leadership in Nigeria. Women make up 3.6% of political offices, and in the Senate it's just 2.8. We have 109 men and only 4 of us are women. So right now it's 108 with only 3 women. This is a clear case of political victimization, punishment for speaking out against impunity, corruption, and gender-based violence. The United Nations Declaration 48/104 declares sexual harassment as a form of gender violence. The Senate's actions are an assault on democracy. I was elected by my constituents to represent them, yet a few powerful men have unilaterally decided to silence their voices by suspending me for 6 months. My call for an open and transparent investigation into harassment allegations have been met with hostility instead of accountability. If a female senator can be treated this way in the full view of the world, imagine what ordinary Nigerian women will go through every day in workplaces, in universities, and other aspects of our society. A culture of harassment and silencing must end. And this is not just a Nigerian issue, it's a global one. Women in politics, media, and businesses face threats, intimidation, and violence for simply demanding fairness. From sex for grades scandals in universities to harassment in workplaces and political spaces, Nigerian women have constantly been forced into silence. We need stronger legal protections and a zero culture tolerance for gender-based discrimination and intimidation. My call to the international community is such that the world must not stay silent as democracy and women's rights are rolled back in Nigeria. I call on human rights organizations, women movements, and democratic institutions to hold the Nigerian Senate accountable. Nigeria needs global partners to push for women's political inclusion, safety, and protection from political harassment. You may ask, what are my next steps? I will resist the political intimidation. In the past few days, a number of my colleagues, my male colleagues, have reached out to me and said, Natasha, all you need to do is apologize and retract your statements. And I told them I am not going to apologize. I will not apologize for my truth. And I told them that I will stand the 6-month suspension, and the very first day I return, I will represent my petition on sexual harassment. And I will continue doing so until there is a fair and transparent investigation. I will fight this injustice and continue to represent my constituents, whether the Senate wants to hear me or not. I will work with women's groups, civil society, and legal teams to ensure that this unconstitutional suspension is quashed. This is bigger than me. This is about ensuring that no other woman in politics or public office will ever be silenced again. Thank you so much.
This matter, it don't pass locally, it don't enter internationally. Natasha reports her case against Senator Akpabio to the UN Interparliamentary Union, where we say they inside Obodo Ibu, where it bring everybody together, all countries together. And this union, almost 100 countries in this union. Now, Natasha don't go report Senate President too. Make them come help us. Make them come help her fight for justice. Come help her fight for justice against Senate President. This matter, it don't pass locally. It don't pass, be careful. Anyways, we are watching. We'll see the end of this whole issue. Who is going to win this battle? If the Senate President is going to resign because of this issue, I want to see where that power is coming from. If the Senate President will resign because this, yes, he might also as well go for suspension. Okay, possible, but resign, I doubt. And again, yes, is it possible to reduce the 6 months suspensions? Yes, it's possible, but I want to see the action. How possible is that to reduce that suspension, or all those suspensions, 6 months suspensions, withdrawing of securities, cut off salary for 6 months, and stop parading yourself. Stop parading yourself as a senator. You are not to be seen in anywhere around the Senate House. All those things, all the conditions given to her. That she has reported. Why waiting for these people, Parliamentary Union, now to respond and their decision, what they are going to do? I want to see if the Senate President will be forced to reduce that suspension and reduce the suspension, all the suspensions, reduce it and call her back. I want to see if the Senate President will resign. And those people yesterday say they give 48 hours. I think 24 hours don't go now. 48 hours don't they go. I want to see the action. They say they want to shut down the country. They want to block food from coming to the south. The blah, blah, blah. They want to see all those actions. I want to see. I want to see, since this one now don't enter a tribal war, tribalism, every small thing, you don't enter tribalism. I want to see the action. I want to see. Because this matter now, this matter is not about the Senate again. It's not about the Senate again. Now, many people were not like the Senate President before. They don't get mouth now. They don't get opportunity enter into her matter. Many people were not like Natasha before. They don't get time. They don't get where to enter into her matter. Now, he make this matter the long for granted because people did where we say they not like Senate President before. I tell you, say that man, even me myself, normal thing, because I said it before, they are not performing. All of them, not just the Senate President. All of them, as far as Tinubu cabinet is concerned, all of them, they are not performing. And that's where the problem is. So hatred is already there. Most everybody don't hate all of them, including Akpabio, for what he has been doing right from the time of prayer. Send prayers to your email address, which is money. Since that time. And again, when he said during that protest, when he said you people will be protesting, why we'll be eating at home with our family, then not just his family, all the senators and all the ministers, because the protest not affect them. When he make that statement, and a lot of statements like that. So since that time, people don't hate him. So this one now, an opportunity that he enter into his matter. See, now so we'll do this man. He must resign. He must resign. He must do this. He must do that one. I want to see who we are watching. Who, if he resign, fine. I want to see who is resign and who is going to come in that will do better than the Senate President. Because anything when you change, you never see the good one. Anyways, please share this video.